Okay, you'll cut all this early crap out from the audio anyway. Now I gotta go over here to Twitch and double check. Gotta do the whole audio levels thing. Oh, but I can't do that. Oh, no. Can you see the thing I don't want you to see? You cannot. That is good. Should probably close this just in case. No. Oh, this is still open? Nope. Close these two things first. And then I minimize this. Now I can push this. Now I can do this. Can you say some stuff, sir? And then I minimize this.
I'm saying some stuff.
La 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 la. Now I can do this. Can you say some stuff, sir?
I'm saying some stuff.
La 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 la. Alright, gotta turn you up. This is why I'm doing the testing. Give me another run, please.
Hello, I'm testing this by talking.
Testing. Give me another run, please.
Hello, I'm testing this by talking.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, this is my first time using this software for the podcast.
Hello,
so,
I'm testing this by talking.
And each scene has their own settings, so I gotta. Once I get it set up, it should be good.
Hello,
And each scene has their own settings, so I gotta. Once I get. And the software has the chat in the sideboard thing, so I can actually see it without having to have two windows open, though everyone's just seeing the stream anyway. So I'm gonna close that, and now I don't have to hear you. I just realized it was repeating the audio over again. I forgot it was still open. Anyway. Alright. Okay, so I gotta turn my fan off. It's so high. No, wrong way. There we go. Alright. Podcast mic here. Alright, sir. Wait. One quick test here. Test the bits to make sure it's working properly. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Whoop! Now, my current plan right now, I haven't done it yet, but is to take the... I need to get the template. I think I need to get the PSDs or whatever from you for the thumbnail, so I can take the art of us and put it on the back next to the... Are you looking at the stream right now?
No.
Okay, on the stream, above your head is a little cup full of bits where people can tip the channel and stuff. On either side of that, I want to put us from the thumbnail, flanking it to help give it more decoration.
Can we make custom bits?
Yeah, I actually have custom bits right now with my face. I have custom bits, but yeah, we can make custom bits if we wanted. Absolutely, I can do a whole separate jar, I believe, with that. But yeah, if you want to come up with a custom bit, a little token or something, make it like a arcade token, or a peep show token. Yeah, you should make it like a raunchy little peep show token, no nudity on it, but something that's suggestive. Cause it's totally Grindhouse. All right, so why don't you? Are you ready to start this?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, and welcome to another episode of Psychotronic Coast to Coast. I'm your host, Skinslip. That's Owen Neal. We have endeavored on many a path to find good, bad, indifferent movies, and we keep stumbling over some really rotten ones. It's really unfortunate. And this wasn't the worst movie we've seen, in my opinion. I think this is better than San Psycho or The Legend of the Psychotic Forest Ranger. But just barely. Yeah, Owen, where did you find this movie? How did you find this film?
It's by the guy that did Screwballs and stuff.
Oh yeah, we covered Screwballs, right? No, we covered...
No.
Which one did we cover? What Balls movie was it?
Oddballs.
Oddballs, right? Oddballs, the other summer camp one. And we also did Summer Camp Nightmare. Have we used Summer Camp Nightmare yet in an episode?
I don't think so.
Want to pair it with this piece of shit?
Maybe.
Summer Camp Nightmare was a great movie, by the way.
Yeah, that was a surprising, really fun movie.
We should totally use Heavy Metal Summer as the title that we use for the episode.
Trick people.
Heavy Metal Summer. That's the alternate title for State Park, the movie we watched tonight from 1988, starring of only notable person in this movie is Kim Myers. You'll remember her as the girlfriend of the main character from Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, I believe. Yeah, she's in the nude in that movie. She's in
no, the nude. Ted Nugent shows up.
Oh, I thought you said in the nude. I'm like, yeah, she's nude in that, sure. But I just typed in her name into images, Google Images, like, what the fuck have I recognized her from? And then oh, right. And it's Nightmare on Elm Street, and I type in Kim Myers, Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'm like, oh, yeah. Okay, I remember this. I remember who she is. Anyway, I had no recollection of who she was offhand. But yeah. Yep. So yeah, why don't you take us through this movie?
Well, I'll try. I mean, we talked mostly because it was so boring.
So
bad. But starts off with...
I was, by the way, for the first hour, I was like trying really hard to stick with this movie.
Yeah.
I gave this a fair...
You shut it off after 20 minutes.
I did. It was bad. I wish we would have. I wish we'd watched literally anything else.
I said, no, I am committed.
Yeah? Hold on. People are deciding to have a conversation outside my window. 1 second. Get in the fucking house. Stop yelling at the dog already. The dog doesn't speak English. There's a person outside my window yelling at their dog, and I'm like, you're talking to the dog like they understand what you're saying. You listen to me. I'm like, it doesn't know English. It knows tones. So when you say its name in a positive sound, it knows you're talking about it, because you say that word all the time around it, and that's how it knows you're referring to it. Anyway, rant aside, please cut that out of the podcast. Let's get back to it.
Yeah. It starts out with a guy in a bear suit messing with some people developing some land.
Yep. He's full on eco warrior trying to sabotage this factory or plant or whatever. That side effect is toxic waste, of course.
Yeah, we don't learn that till later though.
Of course.
And he gets electrocuted and runs back to his cave, and he starts talking to us about how he's going to stop this. He speaks right to the audience.
Yeah, look, breaks the fourth wall on everything.
What the fuck is going on? And then it just cuts to some heavy metalers, as they call them, rocking out in their RV.
Yeah. And they're your stereotypical movie heavy metal guys, so they're like, like, all right, when you see photos of like metal people from the 80s, and you're thinking like, oh, everyone had spike hair. No, in metal, everyone just wore t-shirts and jeans, dudes, and the only people who wore like anything crazy like that were on stage. But these people weren't on stage. These people were driving an RV. It was likely very hot weather with paint on their face. Because I guess heavy metalers wear their corpse paint everywhere. At all times. I wake up and I put my corpse paint on. It never happens, by the way. Okay, there's probably one or two guys out there. But they're the exception, not the rule.
Yeah. We're basically just introduced to them. We're introduced to a car with 3 girls in it. They're showing up at the, I guess, supposedly state park. There's an asshole ranger, and then there's 2 other rangers that are nice. But at the same time, there's this guy that runs it, that owns it. But it's really confusing.
And by the way, the description says state park. I don't think it's actually
city park.
I don't think it's... No, I mean, it's city park. It says city park in the description, not state park. Sorry. So I actually think it's a city park, even though the movie's called State Park.
But they act like the guy owns it, but then there's that guy that's from the other place who's like trying to evict him.
Yeah,
And
it
I
doesn't make
don't
any
know.
goddamn logical sense. We're just assuming that people in authority, with any kind of authority, can just do whatever they want. So this toxic waste dealing guy can just choose to evict people so he can dump toxic waste? Doesn't make any damn sense. And if
I
they
don't
land in
know.
pot, then why didn't they evict everyone already? They're squatting. So which is it, movie? Neither, apparently.
Yeah. And then while the rich guy's there, someone spray paints on his limo. So the asshole ranger kicks the three girls out because one of them's wearing a shirt that says like "Save the world or die" or some shit.
Something like that. Something stupid, pointless.
So they just go out in the woods and camp. But then there's a part later where he shows up and tries to kick him out, and then the guy that owns the boathouse and everything, where everyone is, says it's not your jurisdiction. So I'm like, is there a park next to this, and everyone ends up on his land, or his land the park? Who knows?
The answer is yes, no, who knows? There's
I mean,
no
he at
logic
least
to
owns a
it.
beach that everyone is at.
And I don't remember anybody's fucking name except Rancewill is the name of the bad guy.
I just remember Willie is the bear,
Oh, and Willie's the bear. You're right.
who is actually the guy that owns the store/beach.
Oh, my favorite part is Kim Myers is wandering into the woods for some reason, and she spots Willie disrobing his bear suit. Which, by the way, up
Yeah.
until this point, we weren't even entirely sure that Willie was a person in a bear suit, because the way he was acting and talking to the camera, it was as if he was an actual bear, but played by a guy in a shitty bear suit. So I wasn't entirely sure it wasn't just a real bear who could talk at the camera, played by a guy in a shitty bear suit. And I would have actually think this movie would be better if it was a real bear instead of a guy in a shitty bear suit. So we see him disrobe and he's wearing just jeans. Jean shorts.
Well, jean cutoffs.
Cutoffs. Really short
Daisy
1980s
Dukes.
ball busting male Daisy Dukes. Alright?
And
Where,
she's
like,
like,
if he
nice
sits down
ass.
wrong, he sits down wrong, you're going to see his brain peeking out. You know what I mean?
And she recognizes his nice butt. So then later,
Well, later she recognizes
yeah,
his butt when he dives in some water.
there's this whole thing with like the park rangers are having some like triathlon where you swim and then you run and then you have to find these different hanging things and punch a card. And if you win, you get a $5,000 scholarship or some shit.
It's either a reward or scholarship.
And that's why she's there.
Because
So
although
she's
she hangs out
directed.
with the preppy kids, she explains later,
Yes.
although she looks, dresses, and acts like the preps, she's actually not preppy, and she actually needs to win the race to be able to afford college to continue going on with her friends and pursue her career.
And she's some reason I don't remember why, but she's directed towards the hot guy that's working on a boat motor, who's Willie the Bear.
By the way,
'Cause-
most of this information is delivered in the first 30 minutes, and then random shit just occurs for the next hour
Yeah,
until the end.
because she squirts him with a squirt gun. He throws her in the water. Then he strips down into his Daisy Dukes, which were under a pair of jeans.
I'm
by the
thinking
way.
he's a never nude. I think he's a never nude. We never see him naked. He's only wearing those jean shorts at the Bears. I think he's a never nude.
Who was the guy we saw naked later? That wasn't
That was
him.
one of the other guys, I think.
Oh. I just thought it funny because he's wearing jeans and he takes them off to reveal his cut up jean shorts.
Right? That's why I
And
think
then
he's a
she's
never
like-
nude. Those are the jeans are always on him, even when
And
he
then
showers.
she's like, I recognize that butt. And then calls him Willie, and then he realizes that she's it.
My favorite part is
Doesn't-
she says this, and instead of just being like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I don't know who the fuck's
Drowns
Willie. He just goes, "Oh, I'm gonna sheepishly sneak into the water instead of denying it, and that's total admission of guilt." Fuck.
Yeah, whatever. So he ended up helping her, like, you need to go through this woods and punch these cards and whatever. So now it's just a bunch of random shit. We jump around between everyone.
Sorry, can you say that again? Sorry, I fucked up. I talked over you.
I don't remember what I said, so no, I can't.
Can you? Okay, then start a new sentence so we can.
But we just start jumping around to all the different cast characters. So you get the metal guys, there's the drummer that doesn't like old people. They're all camped next to old people.
And their plot line is one of the preppy chicks runs into him while he's skinny dipping, or he gets he's just
No.
no, he's not
I
skinny.
was
He's
getting
just
to that.
oh, okay. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, take it away.
So
Then.
you have the two preppy girls. One has a boyfriend who keeps calling, and then the other friend's like, "Well, he's not here. You might as I mean, not in so many words, but you might as well just fuck a bunch of guys."
Yes.
So they
Basically,
hit on
yeah.
the dumb guys that we keep seeing. We're too dumb to realize that they wanted to ride in a boat and have sex, and they drive off without them because
Like
they're
idiots.
dumb.
And saying, "Oh, maybe they'll like to go on a boat sometime."
So then they head to the beach and hang out.
Oh, what did she say? She said if they were any dumber, you'd have to water them. I think that's what she said.
Yeah.
Because they're basically plants.
So this is where she sees a guy swimming, and is like, "Ooh, he's hot." And we thought he was bald because of the transfer so crap from the video we saw.
Yeah.
But he has blonde hair down the middle.
His hair is dyed blonde. And so I like it. Literally, the transfer, because this is on YouTube, because of course it's not available like in any home video format outside of like a rare VHS. And rare is by obscure, not necessarily by valuable, because I don't know how much it costs. But yeah, he looks like he's bald, and I'm like, is it the sun, or are they about to play a joke on her? Because she comes running up to the dock, because she just sees him through the binoculars, and it's up close, and he's backlit by the sun. And I was like, oh, and then he ducks down, and just like a brief second, I'm like, he looks like he's bald. And Ellen goes, yeah. And then I'm like, oh my god, is this a gag that they're about to pull on? And then she goes over to the dock, and no, just blonde haired. Just shitty transfer.
So it's the rocker guy. She doesn't recognize him without his face makeup, so she falls for him. The other friend who's kind of dumb falls for a geeky bird watcher. She cuts his hair and has sex with him at the same time.
So weird. I don't even know.
We keep seeing him later with his glasses on. And
well, the one friend you said like she came to the end of that finishing line and there was a bunch of dudes waving at her. I'm like, okay, I guess that's the joke.
Before the race started, I guess her boyfriend showed up and was like, "Hey, honey," and she's like, looks at him, and then there's just a whole group of guys waving, including the nerdy guy. So apparently she's been banging a bunch of dudes.
Hey, man, that's her prerogative. I'm not here to slut shame.
But anyways, we basically just jump back and forth between all these characters, and you have like Willie sabotaging the guy, the rich guy. The girls hanging out, everyone's falling in love. The rockers hold a concert, and Ted Nugent shows up for some reason.
Oh, here's the reason why. By the way, earlier in the movie they mentioned Ted Nugent, and now he's like, whatever. I can't remember what he wanted to get Ted Nugent's opinion on some shit or whatever. Well, Ted Nugent shows up randomly near the end of the movie, about, I would say, 2/3 of the way through, because he heard the band practicing while he was out hunting with his electric guitar. And then he wants to come play with them. Because, he heard some rockin' tunes when he was out hunting in the woods by himself with an electric guitar.
Yeah. About, what was it? Love's Like a Chainsaw?
Love's Like a Chainsaw, which I think is one of his songs, but who cares? Ted Nugent.
It's stupid.
Well, it's Ted Nugent. What do you expect?
As well as, like, before all that, though, we should probably mention that they're having a party in the woods, and she invites her new guy she met, the blonde-haired guy, and he shows up in his heavy metaler outfit. So she acts like she doesn't know him. But then later she dresses in heavy metal outfits and sings for the band. As well as the old couple next door.
I think it was her who was singing for the band. It seemed like it was her. But
they kiss, so I assume it was
her. It's a really bad transfer, guys. Like, no joke.
As well as the drummer guy realized the old people were cool.
And honestly, if this were to get a Blu-ray release, I'd probably rewatch it in high def, just make sure it wasn't maybe the shitty transfer causing the problems. Because it was a pretty bad transfer. The sound was so bad I had my audio turned all the way up, and I could sometimes still barely hear certain people talking. So, it wasn't a great transfer. Just saying.
But anyways, let's jump to the ending. Because nothing really important happened.
Let's see, there's one other thing. Oh, there's one more thing.
Not really. Let's be honest.
Oh, my favorite! I want to say the thing when the moment when he's undressing in the woods and and Kim Myers' character catches him, and she catches him as he undresses and then walks the bear suit into a cave. My question is, why didn't he just undress into the cave? Just go into the cave and undress in there?
He's too hot. He was sick of being so hot.
Apparently. So yeah, that's a baffling moment. I just want to pull that up and be like, what?
So it's finally time for the run. The drummer guy talked the other guy into doing it for some reason. So he's actually winning. So first there's the swim. There's also this weird couple who keep cheating. I don't get the point of them, but
they're just there for goofs, for laughs. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Just to get some opposition to the main characters. And
he elbows one of the dumb guys, and the dumb guy's like, "Sorry, I got in your way, bro."
Because
That's how dumb he is.
Yeah, my favorite one is when they're when they're hiding behind trees and they knock people in the head with the log. Like, fucking clobber them.
People.
And then like they run off, and then the guy stands back up all dazed and trips over the log and lands next to like 5 people laying on their face, like that the previous victims. Like those people get stuck in a net. 2 girls get tied to a tree at some point.
Yeah, that's early in the movie. A girl gets caught in one of Willie's traps, and he frees her, and she gets all hot and bothered over Willie the bear. So at the end, she's tied herself to a tree to get Willie to come save her, but Willie's obviously with his woman in a cave.
Yeah.
Although Willie at that point is the girl. We'll get to that. So anyways, they're running their little race. So the rocker guy's winning. He swam faster, he ran faster. Then he gets to the part with a map and a compass, and they have to punch things in it. He's like, fuck, what is this garbage? So he immediately starts losing. And then there's this whole running gag with, tortoise in the hair. The dumber of the 3 girls is just taking her sweet little time. And then you obviously, right from the beginning, she's going to win.
Oh, also those 2 mischievous people threw one of the orienteering markers off into the bushes so no one can find it. That was a key moment.
Yeah. And she found it because she was sniffing flowers because she's stupid.
Because she was everyone else was looking over there. She was looking over here and got distracted by flowers. And ooh. And then as she's walking away, it's over there, guys. And this giant pile on people trying to get to it.
And then you pointed out so at this point, the rocker guy's not winning. The other girl is in the lead, the one that wants the actual scholarship. She's going to win. But on the hill that looks down at the finish line, on the other side is the place where the toxic waste is being dumped, and that's where her guy is taking pictures, and now he's fighting. So she sees this, and she leaves the race to get the bear suit to show up and save him.
She runs all the way back to the cave while he's getting his ass kicked by fucking people at the toxic waste burial site, and then gets thrown in a hole.
Alive.
Yeah, they just knocked him out and threw him in a hole next to the toxic waste, and they were gonna dump sand on him. Meanwhile, she's in a fucking cave getting dressed. I mean, like, what?
It shows up on a dirt bike, starts kicking people.
Yeah, like that's it.
During that,
one guy in the hole. That's the one thing.
Couple is gonna win, and there's like literally a sign that says "finish line this way," and they're like, "Let's go right."
It's a shortcut.
One of Willie's traps.
Yeah, it says no trespassing on the signs there too. I was like, okay, because the no trespassing sign keeps coming up because people don't pay attention and keep. And my favorite part, because it's the end of the movie. I mean, the movie was over with. But the last couple scenes, one of the scenes was these 2 drunk guys at a party, and they're standing right next to the do not trespass sign, staring at the 2 people, the couple that are stuck in a net. And they're trying to get out, and they're like, "But we can't, dude. There's no trespassing." That's my favorite gag, because it was the last one of the movie.
That was the 2 dumb guys.
Yep, it was the last gag of the movie, and it was like paradise.
Yeah. So this dumb girl wins, being slow
and methodical, but yes.
Yeah.
And we find out she did it all for
her friend, but that doesn't matter. Let's go back to the toxic waste.
Yep, cut back to the toxic waste.
High-speed chase. She jumps off the dirt bike onto the truck for some reason.
That's a classic Western thing where they jump from the horse onto the stagecoach, but there's the motorcycle and a dump truck instead.
They show up at the finish line. They're going to get arrested. The asshole ranger ends up dumping the toxic waste accidentally.
Yeah, so what happens is they pull off the girl, take off her hood, mask, and like, oh, I knew it was you. And then they arrest both of them. They put them back in the back of cars, and he goes to yell out what's happening, and like one of the guys covers his mouth, and the stupid deputy who might be a park ranger or might be a Boy Scout guy. I don't know. It's a really low quality transfer. Hard to
Park
tell.
ranger.
He's being followed around by Boy Scouts and shit the whole movie.
No, the Boy Scouts ripped off his park ranger
At the
badges.
end, yes.
He's a disgrace.
But they were in the movie earlier, is my point.
Yeah, they're just at the park.
But they were being like instructed by him, which was
No, because there's an old man there with them.
I guess, but like anyway.
Cut into the old man dressed as a Boy Scout doing weird like lip stuff. Like,
I think it was supposed to be like old hippie guy. But anyway, so yeah. So the guy gets out and he's like trying to get the dump truck or gets in the dump truck trying to get in gear, and he hits the wrong lever. And instead of putting the lever back, he gets out and tries to grab the back of the dump truck push the dump truck back, against hydraulics meant to lift tons. He's just trying to hold the door shut, right? But nope, the doors break open, toxic waste falls out, smashes everywhere, some lands on Rance, whatever his name is. Forgotten his name already.
Evil business guy.
Yes, he gets slimed.
And everyone laughs. Ha ha ha! Toxic waste on his face.
Yeah, well, he was trying to...
He only does nothing.
Apparently.
And that's when the friend's like, hey,
I think he should have been screaming and holding his face and dying, and everyone just laughing at him. That would have been perfect. That ended a great movie.
But yeah, the thing's made out in the friend's name. Yeah, she's going to get her scholarship. Cut to her in the cave with the guy in the bear suit, and they're going to have sex. Ha ha ha, that end.
Thank fucking Christ. 1 star.
Well, the real end is 2 girls tied to a tree screaming for help.
That's true.
Because they want to have sex with the bear.
Yep. Anyway, yeah, 1 star.
That's generous.
It's not worse than San Francisco. I remember more about what happened in it than San Francisco. If you go back and listen to the review, I don't remember too much about that fucking movie.
At least San Francisco had a priest.
So?
Who was hilarious.
This got a dude in a bear suit. Who got electrocuted. By the way, while trying to sabotage the factory, he's running and climbs up this electric fence, and as it's at the top, someone turns it on and he gets electrocuted off the top of it. And like, yay! Fun little electrocution stunt. Yep, that was an exciting moment in the beginning. By the way, first 10 minutes, can't see what the fuck's happening. Too dark. Bad transfer.
It's a bear running through the woods.
I know, but you can't tell until, like, literally he starts talking to the camera. Or literally, actually, I found out right before he climbed up the fence. That's when I found out it was a bear, finally. A guy in a bear suit. Right as he's about to climb up the fence, you can see him clear enough to see the guy in a bear suit. So, yeah.
Movie shit.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. Nope. Not good at all. Alright, well, we're gonna watch next week the Barbarian Brothers in Twin Sitters! I know I picked this one time before, but then Lethal Hunter happened, and that was amazing. This is not going to be an amazing movie. This will probably be better than State Park.
Are they playing mildly retarded in this too?
I don't know. One of the movie's quotes credits them as mildly retarded truck drivers, so we're going to watch that at some point too. But prepare yourself for a double dose of comic adventure when the Barbarian Brothers, Peter and David Paul, are hired by a wealthy businessman to look after his twin nephews while he testifies against the mob. Looking for an easy gig and a quick buck proves harder than they think, and the Beef Boys, capital Beef, capital Boys, get more than they bargained for when the spoiled twins show their new babysitters just who's boss. And when the crooks come after the nephews, the action really gets pumping. Hang on to your dumbbells and get ready for some real twin sanity. With twice the action and twice the fun. We're trying to be a problem child, but with 2 kids instead of 1. I added that last part. It's basically came out in the wake of Problem Child.
I don't know. It sounds more like Mr. Nanny.
From 1994, so.
Is that before Mr. Nanny?
No. It's after the 80s. All the good shit.
I just don't remember any criminals in Problem Child.
Well, that's the part that's like, it's also kind of like Home Alone a bit, and a little bit like all the other movies that they want you to think it's about and like. So that's what we're watching next week on Psychotronic. Coast to Coast. So yeah. Any last words, Owen?
Don't watch State Park. Don't bother.
Even though it's got the really cool name of Heavy Metal Summer. There's only one song, and it's rock and roll, not heavy metal. And their band says Van Halen, which is a heavy metal band.
We didn't even mention their theme song. Oh yeah, State Park.
Oh yeah, which really 100% rips off Yellow's Oh Yeah. Like 100%.
Oh yeah,
State Park. Oh yeah. Just look up "Oh Yeah" song on Google or on YouTube. That's that song. It's Yellow, called "Oh Yeah," YELLO, "Oh Yeah," and it's this fucking song. The song ripped the Yellows off so bad, so bad. Yeah, I think we've really covered the movie now. I think we've actually covered it more than most other. There's at least one other podcast I know has done it, because in the review section on Letterboxd, someone talked about they did it for their podcast. So we may be one of only 2 podcasts that have ever watched this show or this movie, and we should probably keep it like that because it's not worth it.
Everyone else died trying to watch it.
Oh, one could only hope. All right, guys, that'll do it till next week. We'll see you then. Peace.